Are you waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. to use the toilet, even when your bladder is not full? It may feel harmless, but over time, it quietly damages your sleep, your heart, even your memory. And here's the shock. A small piece of fruit you eat after dinner, something you thought was healthy, could be the real reason why. As a doctor, I have seen so many seniors struggle with nighttime urination, only to realize later it was caused by just one wrong habit, often with fruit. That's why in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 fruits you should eat to prevent nighttime urination, and 5 fruits you should avoid. These simple changes can help you sleep deeply, support your bladder, and wake up with more energy. But before we begin, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please share in the comments below. Even one small moment from your life matters deeply to me. And if you find this helpful, do hit the subscribe button so you never miss these small but powerful health tips for seniors like you. Let's begin. After the age of 60, something quiet begins to change inside the body. Something most elders are never told. A gentle hormone, known as vasopressin, slowly starts to decrease. This hormone plays a very special role during the night. It tells your kidneys, now is the time to rest. Do not make too much urine while the body sleeps. But when vasopressin levels drop, the kidneys do not get that message. So even while you are sleeping, they continue working, slowly but steadily, filling your bladder drop by drop. At the same time, your bladder becomes more sensitive than it was before. In your younger days, it could hold up to 400 or even 500 milliliters of urine before it felt full. But now, as little as 120 to 150 milliliters, barely half a glass, can trigger the urge to get up. And once that signal reaches your brain, even at 2 a.m., sleep is broken. You walk to the toilet not because your bladder is full, but because your body cannot wait like it used to. Now let us talk about what makes this worse. And here comes something surprising. Certain fruits and drinks you thought were healthy, especially in the evening, can make things worse quietly. Fruits like orange, pineapple, or sweet lime may be rich in vitamins, yes, but they are also high in acid. This acid reaches your urine and lowers its pH, making the bladder lining feel irritated and restless. Even small amounts of acidic urine can trigger stronger signals to urinate, especially in elders with sensitive systems. And it is not just solid fruits. Fruit juices can be even more misleading. Many seniors believe that a glass of fresh juice after dinner is a light, safe choice. But in truth, that juice is like sending a concentrated wave of acid and sugar straight into your bladder. You may drink it with the hope of improving digestion or boosting health. But then you find yourself awake at 1:30 a.m., standing barefoot on the cold floor again. Let me tell you about Mr. Rajan from Mysuru. He is 72, a kind man who always believed in eating clean and drinking fresh juice every night. He loved his post-dinner Mosambi juice, saying it helped him feel light and calm. But he was waking up 3 times every night, and slowly, he was losing energy during the day. When we talked, I gently asked him to shift that juice to lunchtime and replace his evening habit with a slice of papaya. The change was almost magical. Within a week, Mr. Rajan was sleeping 5 to 6 hours without interruption. His eyes were brighter in the morning, his knees less heavy, and his smile had returned. It wasn't the juice that was wrong. It was just the wrong time. And once the timing changed, his body responded with deep thanks. So, dear elder, this is not your fault. No one taught you that fruits behave differently in older bodies, especially after sunset. But now that you know, you can make gentle changes. Not big, painful shifts, just small steps in the right direction. Because even after 60, your body still wants to support you. It simply asks you to listen, to understand, and to love it with awareness. And when you do, restful sleep and peaceful mornings may return, one calm night at a time. 5 fruits that calm the bladder and help seniors sleep better at night. As we grow older, even small things begin to disturb our sleep. The sound of a distant horn, the light in the hallway, or a gentle pressure in the belly. But for many elders in India, the most common reason for waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning is not noise or light. It is the bladder, whispering again and again. The urge feels strong, urgent, and hard to ignore. But what if this urge is not about the bladder being full, but about the body being irritated by what we ate? Especially in the evening hours, certain fruits can either soothe the bladder or quietly irritate it. The good news is, not all fruits are the same. Some fruits, when eaten at the right time, can actually help calm the bladder, ease digestion, and give your body the rest it needs. Today, I want to gently walk you through 5 fruits that have helped thousands of seniors across India sleep better, with stories from people just like you. These are not foreign superfoods or expensive health tonics. They are simple, familiar fruits, but chosen and timed with care. 1. Banana, the gentle friend for your bladder and blood pressure. In almost every Indian household, a banana sits quietly on the kitchen counter, soft, yellow, humble. But few people realize how powerful this fruit can be, especially for elders struggling with nighttime urination. Bananas are naturally low in acid, which means they don't irritate the lining of the bladder. They contain potassium, around 400 milligrams in one medium banana, which helps relax the smooth muscles of the bladder wall. This makes it easier for your bladder to stay calm when only a small amount of urine is inside. Let me tell you about Shamlal Uncle from Indore. He is 73, and for years he avoided bananas because someone told him they were heavy at night. But when his doctor suggested switching from post-dinner chai to one ripe banana at 6:30 p.m., he decided to try. Within a few days, he felt a difference. Instead of waking up twice, he now slept almost till dawn, and his morning walks felt lighter, his knees less stiff. If you want to try this, choose a ripe but not overripe banana. Eat it before 7 p.m., not cold from the fridge, and let it settle for at least an hour before lying down. One fruit, one change. And sometimes, a whole night of peace. 2. Papaya, the silent healer for your stomach and sleep. Papaya, or papita, is often seen as the digestion fruit, something we give to those with stomach problems. But for seniors, papaya is much more than just a digestive aid. This orange-colored fruit contains an enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins gently. When your food digests well, there is less bloating, less pressure from the intestines, and less irritation to the bladder. I remember visiting Lakshmi Maji in Coimbatore. She is 71, very graceful, always wearing a soft cotton sari and making the best rasam in her lane. She used to eat a heavy chapati dinner with mango pickle, and always woke up twice in the night. After our talk, she switched to a small bowl of khichdi followed by 2 slices of papaya at 6 p.m. Just 1 week later, she called to say, "Doctor, for the first time in 2 years, I slept 6 hours without getting up once." Papaya is best eaten ripe, soft but not mushy, and around 150 grams is enough. Avoid eating it too late, and never with milk. This fruit is not just for the stomach, it is a gift for your night's rest. 3. Pear, a sweet solution for constipation and bladder pressure. Nashpati, or pear, is not as popular as banana or mango in Indian homes, but it quietly holds great power. Pears are naturally low in acid, gentle on the bladder, and very helpful for elders who struggle with constipation. They contain a sugar alcohol called sorbitol, which draws water into the intestines and helps soften stools. When your bowels move easily, your bladder is no longer under pressure from below. Let's take the story of Mrs. Renu Joshi from Lucknow. She is 68 and lived alone after her children moved abroad. She often felt bloated in the evenings, and her sleep was disturbed by both gas and urine urges. Once she began having one medium pear at 4:30 p.m., her digestion improved, and so did her sleep. No medicine, no supplements, just the right fruit at the right time. If you want to try this, wash the pear well, don't peel it completely, the skin has fiber, and eat it slowly. Let it become your 4 p.m. companion, along with a glass of warm water. 4. Watermelon, powerful, but only during the day. Now, here's a fruit that confuses many seniors. Watermelon, or tarbooj. It is full of water, sweet, refreshing. But should we eat it if we are waking up at night? The answer is yes. but only if you eat it at the right time. Watermelon contains lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that supports prostate health in men and reduces bladder inflammation. But if eaten in the evening, it becomes a heavy load of water just before bedtime. This increases bladder filling and disturbs your sleep. Raghavji from Jaipur learned this the hard way. He loved watermelon as his 8 p.m. dessert. After months of broken sleep, he moved his fruit to 11:30 a.m., a small bowl of 200 grams at room temperature. The results were amazing. His sleep improved, his blood pressure became more stable, and his digestion calmed down. So yes, enjoy watermelon, but do it before 2 p.m., and please, no mixing with milk or curd. 5. Guava, a backyard fruit with bladder benefits. In many Indian backyards, guava trees grow quietly, and just like that, this fruit quietly heals. Guava is rich in vitamin C, but unlike citrus fruits, it is low in citric acid, making it gentler on the bladder. It also contains compounds that reduce mild inflammation in the urinary tract. Seema Auntie from Kerala had a habit of eating biscuits with tea in the evening. She replaced that with 1 medium guava at 4 p.m. Within a few days, the burning sensation she often felt while urinating had reduced. She said, "I didn't know a fruit from my own garden could help me like this." Choose a slightly firm guava, not overripe, and avoid adding salt or masala. If the skin is too thick, peel it gently. Eat it alone, not with milk, and let your body absorb its quiet strength. 5 fruits you should avoid after 6 p.m. to sleep peacefully through the night. In many Indian homes, ending the day with a fruit is seen as a healthy, peaceful tradition. A slice of orange, a glass of Mosambi juice, a handful of grapes. These small choices feel safe, even wise. After all, fruits are natural. They are light. They are good for digestion. But what many elders don't realize is that some fruits, when eaten at the wrong time, can disturb your sleep again and again. Not because they are bad, but because after the age of 60, your body becomes more sensitive, especially at night. The bladder becomes less tolerant, the digestion slows down, and the nerves become more reactive. That means a fruit that once felt fine in your 30s may now trigger a trip to the bathroom at 1 a.m. You may not notice it the first night or even the first week, but over time, these small habits add up. Let me walk you through 5 fruits that are best enjoyed during the day and should be avoided after 6 p.m., especially if you are struggling with nighttime urination. Each of these fruits has a story, and each story carries a simple message. Eat with love, but also with timing. Let's begin with the first. 1. Orange and Mosambi, acidic but misunderstood. Oranges and Mosambis are deeply loved across India, especially in summer. Whether it's a glass of fresh juice at dinner or a few slices after your evening walk, it feels refreshing, light, and comforting. But here's the problem. Both of these fruits are rich in citric acid. This acid, though natural, lowers the pH of your urine, making it more acidic when it reaches your bladder. For elders, especially those with age-related bladder sensitivity, this acidic urine can cause irritation or a burning sensation. I remember Mr. Naresh, a retired bank officer from Hyderabad who proudly drank orange juice every night at 8 p.m. He believed it was good for his immunity and digestion. But slowly, his sleep became lighter, and he found himself waking up 3 or 4 times each night. After we spoke, he shifted his juice to lunchtime and replaced his evening drink with warm water and a small slice of banana. Within just 1 week, he was waking up only once, and after 2 weeks, he slept 6 full hours, uninterrupted. The solution is simple. You don't need to stop eating orange or Mosambi, just move them to the first half of the day. Try them before 2 p.m., when your digestion is strong and your bladder has enough time to process fluids. Timing is everything. 2. Pineapple. A sweet fruit that stirs the belly. Pineapple is one of those fruits that makes your mouth water the moment you cut it. It is juicy, sweet, and filled with an enzyme called bromelain, which helps break down protein and ease digestion. But here's the hidden truth. Bromelain also stimulates the intestines, making them more active than needed. For seniors, this can lead to gentle bowel movement at night. Or worse, internal pressure on the bladder that triggers false urgency. Mrs. Padma from Chennai was facing this exact issue. Every evening after dinner, she would have 2 or 3 pineapple slices thinking it would help with constipation. Her bowels did move better, but then she also noticed that she was waking up before midnight, feeling the need to urinate, even when her bladder was not full. She felt restless and tired each morning, unable to enjoy her morning puja or garden walk. Once she stopped eating pineapple at night and moved it to brunch time, her bladder calmed down, and so did her mind. If you enjoy pineapple, have it in moderation, and only before 4 p.m. Avoid it with dinner or later, especially if you already struggle with acidity or disturbed sleep. Sometimes, sweetness needs distance from bedtime. 3. Grapes. Small in size, big on fermentation. Grapes look harmless, small, juicy, easy to chew, and often offered to guests as a light snack. But for elders, especially those with slower digestion, grapes can quietly cause more discomfort than you expect. The natural sugars in grapes begin to ferment quickly in the gut, especially when eaten late or on a full stomach. This leads to bloating, gas, and pressure in the abdomen, which can push against the bladder and make you feel like you need to urinate. Let me share the story of Mr. Arvind, a retired school teacher from Lucknow. He loved black grapes and kept a bowl of them in his fridge for evening snacks. But night after night, he found himself waking twice or more, feeling full but passing only a few drops of urine. He also had bloating and heaviness in his belly. When he stopped eating grapes after 5 p.m. and shifted to a light fruit like papaya, everything changed. Less gas, deeper sleep, and better mornings. Another tip: grape skins are hard to digest, especially in older age. So if you still want to enjoy grapes, peel them, eat them in the morning, and never eat them chilled at night. And please don't mix grapes with curd or milk. It causes more trouble than help. 4. Mixed citrus juices, the hidden acid bomb. Nowadays, many elders blend orange, lemon, kiwi, or even pineapple into fresh juice, believing it is better than eating solid food. But mixed citrus juices, especially when taken after sunset, can be a high-acid shock to your bladder. The combination of multiple acidic fruits lowers urine pH drastically, creating an uncomfortable environment for your bladder lining. The result? False alarms at night, urgency, and sometimes even mild burning. I met Savita Maaji in Pune, who followed a popular YouTube health tip of drinking green citrus juice every evening at 7 p.m. She hoped it would help her liver and skin, but after 3 weeks, she came back to me, exhausted and frustrated. She was waking up 3 times, and her mood in the morning was dull. We simply moved her juice to 11 a.m. and swapped her evening drink with a small glass of warm turmeric water. Within days, her sleep began to stretch longer and her eyes sparkled with gratitude. So, dear elder, remember, juice is not lighter than fruit. It is faster, sharper, and more concentrated. Handle it with timing, not with fear. 5. Raw tomato. Colorful but quietly troublesome tomatoes are used in almost every Indian kitchen, and no one thinks twice about them. But raw tomatoes, especially when eaten in salads after sunset, can cause silent trouble. They contain oxalic acid, which forms tiny crystals in the urine and mildly irritates the bladder wall. For elders already dealing with frequent urination, this extra irritation increases the number of nighttime toilet trips. A couple in Ahmedabad, Mr. and Mrs. Sharma, shared their experience. They ate tomato onion salad with every dinner, believing it was light and healthy. But they both woke up around 2:30 a.m. almost every Kapadi night, feeling a sense of urgency. Once they replaced the raw tomatoes with lightly steamed carrots and green beans, they began sleeping more deeply, and with fewer interruptions. So if you love tomatoes, enjoy them cooked, in your sabzi, soup, or rasam. Avoid raw slices at dinner, especially if your sleep is already light or disturbed. As we grow older, the timing of what we eat becomes just as important as what we eat. Especially after the age of 60, our digestion slows down, our bladder becomes more sensitive, and our sleep becomes lighter. That means even a healthy fruit, if eaten too late or in the wrong combination, can disturb your night, softly but repeatedly. This is not about fear, it is about awareness, about giving your body the right fuel at the right hour. Let us begin with fruits that are high in water and acid, like orange, sweet lime, watermelon, and pineapple. These fruits are best enjoyed before 5 p.m., when your digestive fire is still strong. During the daytime, your body is active, blood circulation is good, and the kidneys can process fluids efficiently. But after sunset, your system begins to slow down, and any excess water or acid remains longer in the bladder. This often results in more nighttime urination, even when the bladder is not completely full. Now, what about gentler fruits like banana, papaya, or pear? These fruits are low in acid, calming to the stomach, and supportive of digestion. You can safely enjoy them before 7 p.m., but be sure to give your body at least 2 hours before going to bed. This window gives your digestive system time to absorb the nutrients, calm the bladder, and prepare for sleep. Think of it as dimming the lights in your house. You are telling your body, it's time to rest now. One more gentle reminder. Never eat fruit directly with your main meal, especially not with chapati, rice, sabzi, or dal. This is a habit seen in many homes, where fruit is served as a side or eaten right after dinner. But when fruits mix with cooked foods, they begin to ferment lightly inside the stomach, causing gas, heaviness, or acidity. This extra pressure on your belly can push against the bladder and trigger the urge to urinate. Instead, let your meal finish completely, then wait 30 to 60 minutes before having fruit if needed. So, dear elder, timing is your quiet power. You don't need to stop enjoying fruits. Just enjoy them with wisdom. And with just this one change, you may find your nights becoming more peaceful, your bladder calmer, and your mornings a little lighter. Your body is still listening. Let's speak to it with love. Many elders ask, "Doctor, I want to eat fruit, but I don't know when or how much." The answer is simple. You don't need to eat a lot. Just eat wisely and follow a gentle rhythm through the day. Let your fruit serve your body, not disturb it. In the morning hours between 7 and 10 a.m., your body is fresh, active, and ready to absorb. This is the best time to enjoy fruits that are high in water and vitamin C. Try a small bowl of watermelon or a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice. If you like variety, kiwi is also a good option. Soft, rich in antioxidants, and friendly to your digestion. In the afternoon, between 3 and 5 p.m., choose fruits that calm the belly and keep your bladder relaxed. A medium pear, 1 ripe guava, or half a banana is just enough. No need for more. This window helps reduce bloating in the evening and supports restful sleep later on. In the evening, only if truly needed, take a thin slice of ripe papaya, or half a banana, and that too before 7 p.m. After this time, the body wants to slow down, and your bladder needs a quiet signal, not a new task. If you have trouble sleeping or wake up to urinate at night, avoid all fruits after 7 p.m. even if they seem light. This is not a restriction. It is a respectful routine, one that gives your body peace, your mind calm, and your mornings new energy. Let food become your quiet medicine. One fruit at the right time can change how your night feels. Deep sleep, my friend, does not come from a strong pill. It comes from a deeper understanding of your own body. When you listen to its quiet signals, when you adjust with love, your nights begin to change, softly, slowly, surely. Even one small shift, like choosing papaya instead of orange after dinner, can bring back the rest your body has been missing. If something in this video made you feel seen, heard, or understood, I invite you to type the word HOPE in the comments. Let it be a quiet signal to others that change is possible, even after 60. And if you found this helpful, please share it with someone you care about. Your life partner, your son, your neighbor. Because sometimes, a shared video becomes a shared healing. Until we meet again, may your nights be restful and your heart light. Namaste.